So next up after therapist labor is front desk labor, one of your next bigger costs. And you can see over the right we have a reference point to identify how we get to our minimum hours of coverage, which you're required to have as a franchisee. A single person, which was covering all of your standard studio hours, would be 81. Your studio wouldn't be open for less, but it could be open for more, and so you would adjust the value for that. You need to have 30 minutes of coverage before you open so you can turn the lights on, get everything organized, and check clients in ahead of their scheduled massage. And then at the end of the day, we need to be able to check clients out after that typical 9 o'clock end time, as well as clean up the studio and make sure that it's all set to go for the next day. So that adds up to 1 full hour per day, or 7 hours. And then we have double the coverage that's required at the front desk on Wednesday evenings, Thursday evening, Friday evenings, and for coverage on Saturday from 10 to 4 and Sunday from 12 to 4. You can talk with your ops folks about any tweaks you'd need to make to that, but ultimately this is the logic behind that 110 hours worth of coverage. A lot of times folks don't think about this little coming in before you open and being there after you close. Over on the left-hand side, we then put in that number of hours, and what we do is we kind of start here at 110 hours worth of coverage, and then it grows over time, and it's based on a massage count, and the profit and loss is going to pick up the massage count that you have to the nearest 100 and pull in these number of hours worth of coverage. If we have 110 hours, at a certain point you need to add an extra little bit of coverage, then maybe another 4 hours on Saturday to extend out that time of double coverage as you're getting busy. Remember, your front desk is more than just reception. They're actually your inside sales team, and you want to make sure that you have enough resources to take advantage of those clients that are coming in for a first time and get them to committed to convert to the membership program. In this next column, column D, this really gives you a place where you can adjust for time that either yourself or your manager would cover at the front desk. We put in 20 hours here. You should put in whatever is appropriate for you. If you have a full-time manager, they're probably working a minimum of 40 hours a week, which probably means they can spend 20 to 30 hours at the front desk. If you are the owner and actively managing the business, you probably have less time to spend at the front desk, likely because you're dealing with certain things that a manager might not, like your marketing program, processing payroll, cutting checks. And so you just want to be mindful of that. But ultimately what you end up with here is a net front desk hours of coverage, which this is what you're going to pay your front desk personnel, the number of hours that you would pay them for. You need to look at this and make sure you're comfortable with the right level of coverage. But as you adjust this, it'll flow through the P&L. And if you look at the P&L, you're trying to kind of go back and forth between the two. This is one that you want to kind of come back to and make sure you've got the right number of coverage. Do you have enough front desk coverage to meet the objective you have on conversion, as an example?